What if I told you that the weather you grew up with no longer exists? Not someday, not in the future, but right now, across the United States. From record-breaking heat to historic floods, from wildfires that block out the sun to storms that shut down entire cities, weather is no longer just something we talk about. It's something that's reshaping how Americans live, work, travel, and survive. Today, we're not talking about theories. We're talking about real people, real places, and real consequences. For decades, weather followed patterns. Summers were hot, winters were cold, storm seasons came and went. But now, those patterns are breaking. In recent years, the United States has experienced the hottest summers ever recorded, winters swinging between freezing temperatures and sudden heat, and storms that dump months of rain in just a few hours. Meteorologists aren't just tracking storms anymore, they're tracking extremes. And what makes this different is not just how strong these events are, it's how often they happen. What used to be once in a lifetime is now happening every few years. Let's start with heat. In states like Arizona, Texas, California, and Nevada, heat waves are no longer short events. They last weeks. Temperatures stay dangerously high even at night, giving the human body no time to recover. This impacts outdoor workers, children, elderly populations, and power grids struggling to keep up with air conditioning demand. Cities are now opening cooling centers, adjusting school schedules, and issuing heat advisories like never before. In some areas, simply walking outside has become a health risk. While some areas burn, others drown. States like Florida, Louisiana, New York, and California are seeing floods that overwhelm drainage systems built decades ago. What's changing? Rain is falling faster, storms are holding more moisture, and infrastructure isn't designed for this intensity. Entire neighborhoods flood within minutes. Homes become unlivable overnight. Insurance costs skyrocket, or coverage disappears completely. For many families, the question is no longer, will this happen again? It's when. Wildfires are no longer just a Western issue. They've become bigger, faster, and more unpredictable. Smoke from fires in California has traveled thousands of miles, affecting air quality across multiple states. People are experiencing breathing problems, school closures, travel disruptions, and long-term health concerns. Even those far from fire zones are impacted because air doesn't respect state borders. For many Americans, fire season now feels endless. Extreme weather doesn't just damage buildings, it changes lives. Families face rising insurance premiums, job interruptions, relocation decisions, and constant anxiety about the next disaster. Children grow up practicing lockdown drills not just for schools, but for storms. Communities rebuild again and again, asking how long they can keep going. This isn't just an environmental issue, it's a human one. But here's the important part. Across the country, people are adapting. Cities are redesigning infrastructure, improving emergency systems, and investing in early warning technology. Communities are learning how to prepare, supporting one another, and rethinking how and where they build. The future isn't just about preventing change, it's about living smarter with it. Weather is no longer background noise. It's shaping decisions, defining risks, and rewriting daily life in America. The question isn't whether weather is changing. The question is how prepared we are for what comes next. Because the future of weather is already here.